Hello, good morning or evening or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. It's evening for me. I wanted to make this video before I forgot. Um, it just occurred to me that when your imperfections come up, that's an opportunity for you to move through them and to move past them. So, what do I mean by imperfections? I'm talking specifically about like compulsive behaviors. And for all of us, they're completely different things. So, it could be cigarettes or alcohol or sex or food or look, I'm not going to go into like hard drugs cuz I'm just a fucking guy on the internet. So, that's not for that. Though maybe this could help too. I don't know. This is my experience. Um, So what do I mean by overcoming and like moving through compulsive behaviors and actually treating your imperfections when they come up as an opportunity to move through them and essentially break your bond to those behaviors. So for me, an example of this was like I used to I used to binge eat. This yeah, I used to have like a full on binge eating disorder. Like in my early 20s, it was I mean it's like funny to look back on. It was not so funny when it was happening. I would i would very often find myself like while I was living in New York City, and I'd often find myself like walking to the deli at like 2 in the morning and getting like a pint of ice cream and like one of those big containers of cookies and just pounding it all, and like like sitting in bed at like 2 in the morning, feeling guilty as I ate it, like not even enjoying it. um, yeah, that was a thing for me. Um, I can get into how it all started, maybe in this video, maybe in another video, or maybe I'll never fucking talk about it. But yeah, I used to really binge eat, and but there was a period in my like when I was 21, 22, when it was like pretty fucking bad, where I would basically like binge eat and then like not eat for a couple of days afterwards, or like if I would binge eat and then I would like walk on the treadmill for like 3 hours the next day and not and have like one meal. I would just have like dinner. It would be like just some like chicken and some vegetables. Um, and yeah, so this shit kind of consumed me, like this like obsession with food and like dieting and then like stuffing myself. Like it was just also it was very fucking time consuming. Like imagine like walking on the treadmill for 3 hours. Like when do you get anything else done? I didn't. It was hard to be honest. Um, but as I kind of I think deepened my I don't know my spiritual growth, um, it kind of started to like the hold that had on me kind of started to go away. And I think it was gradual, but there was also one specific night that really shifted things for me. And to be honest, like now that I look back on it, I actually think that's the night when when binge eating just became a complete non-issue. Like I kind of look back on that time kind of lightly, and I can laugh about it because it just seems like a completely different person. Like I know we're like not supposed to laugh at eating disorders, but I don't know. It feels kind of light to me. But basically, this night, uh, I used to especially love binge eating when I was drunk. Like I would go out and I'd be drunk, and then I would like walk home, and as I was walking home, I would like stop at a deli, and then I'd get some fucking bullshit food that I wouldn't even enjoy. I would just feel guilty as I walked and ate it, and then I would do the same thing at the next deli and the next deli, and then by the time I arrived home, I would be drunk and nauseatingly full and feeling guilty. And then I would go to bed. One time I woke up in the morning with a half-eaten bag of raisin bagels with me. So this particular night, I had just done a movie that was like the biggest thing I'd ever booked, and I was happy. Like in life, I was happy. I was like, shit's really coming together. Stuff is really happening. Um, I was happy. But this night, I went out and I got drunk, and I was walking home, and I started feeling this like I'm assuming that for me when a kind of this compulsive urge takes hold, it's like it feels like I'm like kind of hijacked by my body. Like I know I just like I have to do it. Like I don't have any choice anymore. Um, so I was walking home and I started to do it. I started to I stopped somewhere and I got some fucking food and then I started walking it and eating it and it occurred to me that like damn dude, it's like happening again right now. And what's interesting is that like as I'm doing this, I'm like kind of angry. I'm in like an angry kind of I'm like angry guilt eating. And it occurred to me, man, it's like crazy that you feel this way, that you're angry about Lord knows what when like you're at theoretically like the highest part of your life thus far. Like success, career wise, like everything is going really well and like things are really happening and like you just reached like kind of a pinnacle and now you're like you still feel this kind of way. So I started to feel the kind of like absurdity of it. Like what the fuck am I angry about right now? And as I was walking and eating, it occurred to me that like I've been through this so many times. Like the feeling of like eating something and feeling guilty at the same time, so you're not even enjoying what you're eating at all. And it occurred to me like, dude, if you're on this the roller coaster of this binge, why don't you just enjoy it? Like you've done the alternative, like you've excuse me, you've beaten yourself up about it so many times. Like, why don't you just fucking do the alternative this once? See what that's like. And yeah, so as I walked, I told myself, I was like, all right, dude, you're on this thing. You're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. You're gonna eat whatever the fuck you want, and you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it with no guilt. So I walked home and I kept eating. I was staying in the financial district at the time, so I went out in like the Lower East Side of the East Village, and I was walking down Broadway. And yeah, man. So I just ate and enjoyed it. And then as I got home, I got like two massive pieces of pizza, and I think I might have gotten a pint of ice cream too. Your boy was a fucking animal. And I got home and I was staying at my friend's down there, and I didn't want to wake him up, so I didn't turn on the lights or anything. I had my two pieces of pizza, had my ice cream, and my assignment that I assigned myself was to fucking sit your ass down and eat this shit and enjoy it. Enjoy every single bite. You're on this ride, enjoy it. And I did. And that was the last time that, I mean, this might sound crazy, but that was the last time that I felt like that, like guilt association with food. I woke up and I felt great. I think these kinds of like compulsive behaviors and guilt go hand in hand. Like the guilt feeds the compulsion, feeds the compulsion. If you remove the guilt is what keeps the behavior from being conscious. It separates you from the actual the present moment of actually doing the action. You're not doing the action and enjoying it. You're not addicted to the joy the action brings you. You're fucking addicted to like this like perverted guilt that you feel. So if you allow yourself to go on the ride and actually enjoy it, the strength of that compulsion just weakens and weakens. I don't know if this will happen in one time or if it'll take more, but consciousness, conscious action, and compulsive action are opposites. If you bring consciousness to the behavior that is now compulsive, it will stop owning you. I know for some things it's much easier said than done. I mean, I understand that there's behaviors that are significantly worse than fucking drunk eating a bunch of shit and waking up in bed next to a pack of bagels, but still, you can bring consciousness to it, and that it will weaken your bond to it, no matter what the behavior is, I think. All right. That's what I have to say. Love you. Thank you for watching. All right. Good night.